Plus, it's just a video game.
Enjoy your love. And enjoy life as long as you can, Mr. Blight. Don't let anyone tell you who you should love or how you should love them.
Hello, 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 and welcome back to Vampyr. I'm still looking absolutely gross. Why do my eyes look like this? This is not normal. Somebody has to know there's something wrong with me. Why do I look like this? Why can't I fix it? Why can't I look like the nice vampire lady who acts as like, you know, Candy Striper around here? I can't tell you how much I absolutely despise his face. And it makes no sense. He wouldn't be able to blend in with the peoples, you know? Who would want to be treated by him? Nobody. Anyway, in the last part, in addition to finding out that Nurse Crane is, you know, has some sort of secret, I'm a nurse and come to me if you need medical attention, thingy going on, we also found out that the majority of the district is sick, and I just spent a good amount of my junk and time making stuff to heal them. So we're going to run around the hospital and heal everybody first before we go ahead and continue our hunt to find out who is blackmailing Lady Ashbury. I don't think Pippa's sick, so I'm not going to bother with her. No, Pippa's not sick, so let's find some other people. Dr. Aykroyd, I'm pretty sure, is sick, so let's talk to him.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reid.
I'm sure you are. Oh, have a hint for him that I didn't realize we had.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Yeah,
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
I'm just gonna say this, because I really don't have an opinion about this whole... I mean, this is like a common thing going back and forth between him and the other Dr. Strickland. I really don't care, to be perfectly
If you are
honest.
going to lead this surgery, I'm trusting you to assume the consequences of your actions, whatever the result.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his responsibilities, Dr. Reid. There is no need for you to be looking over my shoulder.
I really don't want to be.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Oh, okay. Can I check you? I only found one hint for the dude. Super irritating.
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I am capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Take the medicine. Stop being a dick.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reid. We do not see you in surgery very often.
Okay, I give you the medicine and you just like, you gotta... you gotta make me feel bad at the same time. I have another hint for him. My goodness.
Do you think Dr. Strickland has any chance of curing the Spanish flu by himself?
No.
His wish to cure the sick is not driven by pride, but by an idealistic view about our mission here. Honestly, I don't know which is worse.
You consider him a good practitioner, yet you will not report his methods.
Strickland may be a rival, but I will not use dirty tricks or regulations to prove him wrong. We are doctors, not politicians.
God, I hate this guy. He's so annoying. Alright, that's enough for now.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Yep. A lot later. Alright, let's talk to her. She's sick as well. Hello.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Fine. Still annoying.
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No. I don't feel well, actually.
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Boy howdy, everyone's just super annoying today. Only found one hint from her. Whoa, a lot of hints needed. I really don't know where to get them, but I'm not going to worry about it.
Mrs. Goswick.
Okay, Harvey is also sick, so let's talk to him.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. Any news about my operation?
Not really.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reid. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
Okie dokie then.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Oh, my buddy. My buddy's sick.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Do you need medical attention?
Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company. Even if the quiet can be appreciated.
You are so wise.
Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease.
And that is a good thing.
Except for me.
Death and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality. But you have my thanks, Dr. Reid.
Awesome.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
There we go. Milton. Then we just gotta find Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
Well, maybe don't stand out in the rain all day.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. Well, thanks, anyway.
Goodbye, Milton.
There she is. Final patient of the night. Except for that other dude
Good evening, Doctor.
that we met once way in the beginning.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
I will be fine. As soon as I can get some sleep.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reid. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Alrighty, now we can finally move on into the quest, which I'm sure everyone's waiting for. But I'm just like, I'm such a good Samaritan, I just want to help everybody. Want to heal them up real good. Who are you? Hi, what on earth
Good
are
evening,
you?
sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid of the Pembroke Hospital. May I be of assistance?
Dr. Reid,
Newton.
so it's you who saved my friend
Oh
Oswald.
yeah, I did.
It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
And you are?
Newton Blight. Oswald and I recently returned from the war.
Oswald is also sick. He's the guy I saved in the last part in the sewers, but he needs medication for a headache, which apparently I don't know how to make, even though I'm a world-renowned surgeon. But whatever.
What can you tell me about the war, Mr. Blight? If you want to speak about it, of course.
War was... well, you know, sir. The stench of death everywhere. Your mates lying bleeding in the mud. Just praying to make it through and get home. Bloody nightmare.
I fought in France, too. I served as a field surgeon, but it was not uncommon to repel an assault, especially at night.
Yeah. The first time I was wounded, I had to protect the infirmary from hostiles. Twice.
Did you know Oswald Thatcher before the war?
No. We met in the battlefield. I think we were in the same boat to France. We've stuck together ever since.
Why do you stay here now that Mr. Thatcher's back?
It's complicated. Since the war, Oswald's been really nervous with the idea of entering any hospital. And me, I've got my own issues.
Can you
Do
speak
go
about-
on.
Rats, sir. Even seeing one, they turn me. Just want to run. It's that fear that stopped me from going after Oswald when he left.
Okay. Phobia.
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack. I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
They started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, my fingers, lips.
Gross.
Couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies. Fucking vermin eating your flesh. Oswald. He found me and saved me.
You are always welcome at at the Pembroke Hospital. As a former officer, I'll be honored to welcome a fellow veteran.
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital. I just need to convince him that he needs some help.
Perhaps he needs to reach that decision by himself.
Could you speak to him? He doesn't usually listen to doctors, but perhaps because you've been through it, you can talk him round.
I could. Let me just check here. Seem to be okay. And I got nothing left to ask you, I don't believe. Nope, so I'll, if I find him.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
The Clay Cox, I could hear him yelling in the background. Will you shut up, wherever the hell you are? You're noisy. Oh, he's right here. Well, alright. That makes it easy, doesn't it?
Do you feel any better now?
Yes. This neighborhood may stink of dog shit and reek of piss, but to me it smells like the purest mountain air.
Yeah, like, he has a headache, but I can't... when I tried to create it, it said that I don't know the recipe, which I thought was hysterical.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then, if you're so interested in my case.
This is really the only one that makes sense, honestly.
When I rescued you, you expressed joy at seeing the sky again. So I'm inclined to believe you were trapped or buried somehow. Maybe during a shelling.
Jeez, you're good, Doc.
Oh,
you're
it's
really
just kind
good.
of common
Go on,
sense.
please. Tell me more about it.
Newton and I were trapped in a circulation tunnel after an artillery attack. We were buried alive for several days without ever knowing if we'd be found.
Okay.
Oswald, tell me about what happened when you were buried in that tunnel with Newton.
It was more than dark. It was black as pitch. Hours seemed like days, and days like months. Oh, the terror, the shameful thoughts. Lord have mercy.
Shameful thoughts. Tell me about them.
At some point,
I'm sorry, I have to look at his face.
Which day,
who would be talking to him? Look at
This
him.
would be our end.
He looks like a lunatic.
I thought about...
Say it, Mr. Thatcher. If you ever want to heal, you have to say it.
I thought about what I could do to survive. Just for a few more days. I thought about killing Newton. Killing and eating him. The man I fucking love.
Oh my.
What you endured was terrifying. It would have completely destroyed weaker men.
It did not destroy Newton.
Your feelings for him?
Tell me about your true feelings for Newton.
I love him. I'm not ashamed to say it.
Don't be,
He's
ever.
the best thing that ever happened to me. I can't imagine life without him.
Why should you be ashamed?
I'm not, I said. But Newton sees it differently.
I admire your honesty. It takes courage to stand up to society. The world needs people like you to create change.
Courage is what we needed in the trenches.
Jonathan, you're so
Looking death in
open-minded,
the
my
face every
goodness.
day. I speak plain. I speak my mind.
Have you always been this straightforward?
All I know is, before you saved me by the sewer, my only regret was I wouldn't be able to hold or kiss Newton again. I love him, that's all.
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital, but I can't stand being closed in.
Yeah, no, we already discussed
Makes me feel
this.
like I'm suffocating.
Why? We already discussed this, Jonathan. Do you have short-term memory loss?
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctor said. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
God, I'm just finding hints from left and right.
Oswald, why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about was their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Okay.
Mr. Thatcher, do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this and I'm gonna be real brief about it. I've gone through a lot of really horrible things in my life, and I really can't... And when someone tries to empathize with me, I really do appreciate it. And although I am aware that they have never experienced what I experienced and don't know exactly what it was like for me, because every person is different, I really can't stand the people who go like, no, you have no idea what it's like to be me. I really hate that about people. So this guy, I mean, he's really... I understand he's messed up and stuff, but he also has this arrogance about him that's could be coming out because he's traumatized, but still, it's so unappealing. Alright, that's everything, fortunately.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
Maybe if I can figure out the headache cure. I don't know where he's gonna go, though, so maybe I'll just stick around here. If I can figure out the headache cure, maybe he'll go to the hospital. Can I talk more to you? Or any of the hints
Hello
for
again,
you?
Mr. Blight.
I'm not
Good
sure.
evening, Dr. Reid. You doing your rounds as usual?
Yeah, my rounds underneath the hospital, as usual. Oh, yeah. Plenty for him.
You and Oswald were buried alive during the war. Tell me about it.
Yeah. It was last summer. A shell hit our trench and we were buried for a week.
Oswald seemed far more traumatized than you by the event.
It wasn't the first time it happened to me. Surviving it again gave me strength. You believe that?
How did you survive for a week?
Luckily for us, there were rations and water in the tunnel. It was an outpost, see? Since then, Oswald's not keen on being inside for too long.
How do you feel about Oswald, Thatcher? You are more than friends, aren't you?
I love him.
Oh.
I love Oswald. We knew we wouldn't survive the war without each other. But I am terrified, Doctor.
What frightens you so much?
What if people find out? Oswald says I'm ashamed, but it ain't that. It's more, well, you know, I never thought I'd love a man.
I can only invite. I'm just gonna say enjoy your love. I am aware that during this time period, homosexuality was, not accepted. To be fair, in a lot of places today, in 2019, as I'm recording this, it's not accepted. So I'm just gonna say enjoy your love. Plus, it's just a video game.
Enjoy your love. And enjoy life as long as you can, Mr. Blight. Don't let anyone tell you who you should love or how you should love them.
I appreciate your kind words, sir.
That was beautiful, Jonathan.
But it ain't that easy. It's all so new to me.
Okay, that is everything for this guy.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight.
Man, I just want to take care of a quest, you guys. You guys are bombarding me with, emotions. I hate it. I did up the brightness of this game, but I'm still having a difficult time seeing. Whoa, district status serious. Who's in Whitechapel? Okay, that's a place I don't hardly know anybody. There's this dude who's got a cold. I do have a treatment of cold with me. And this dude, I don't know what's wrong with him because I never met him, but for some reason he's on my list. I do not know. I know there's some vampire hunters out here. Shut up. Stop talking. Oh man, I need... Who threw gas? Was that me? I seriously need a better one-handed weapon. Ow, you're a leech. Because this sucks. Delicious. That's us. Chillings. Yay. Dead inside. This is... The pillar of this area is Dorothy Crane. So I don't know what she's doing living here. Honestly. Alright, use some of my powers. There we go. Ow. Ow, he's a jerk. Ooh, boy, you are a jerk. Oh, man. You're a tough guy, huh? You're tougher than bosses I fought. God damn. Stop punching me with that thing. There we go. Christ almighty. Could not kill that guy. Stop it. Hitting wrong buttons because he got me all turned around. This place is in, serious trouble, and I don't know what to do about it. I mean, I would help, but I don't think I'm qualified, honestly. Okay, I hear the Albert Palmer person talking, and I can't run anymore. Which is fabulous. Let me run if I want to. Let me run into danger if I feel like it. Oh, freaking vampire, man. Who are you? Can I talk to you?
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir.
Look a little out of... That's
Are you interested
Loretta
in a miraculous
Swansborough.
cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Right.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reid, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Who's your brother? Okay, I only ask her really random
Tell me,
things.
who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt.
Yeah, I saved
the bloody
him, unfortunately.
bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
She's sick also, isn't she? No. Well, what kind of stuff does
I'd
she
like
have?
to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
So if she has a headache cure, I'll buy it. Swanborough cordial. Oh, she's got codeine? Opium? Damn, girl. Alright, not right now, but... No, I'm not done talking to you.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
Don't call me that.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
Why? Why does it have to be a scam? Alright, I'm done talking
Goodbye,
to you.
Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
Or we won't. That would also be fine. Okay, I got another dude standing over here. See if we can't talk to him. I think this is that Albert Palmer person. Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Oh
You
no, that's
remember
the
me?
Carduin guy.
You're here for a reward, you'll be sorely disappointed. But I'll gladly shake the hand of a fellow countryman.
I'm not here for a bounty. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reid from the Pembroke.
A doctor? In Whitechapel? What an opportunity. My name's Bates, Cadogan Bates.
Do you require assistance, Mr. Bates?
Not me, but your skills could help a lot of people round here. That would help my business, because I say, a live tenant's a paying tenant.
God, I hate this guy. He's sick though. He has a cold, and I have
Since
actually
I took an oath to help people,
have one with
can
me,
I be
think.
of assistance?
Well, seen better days, that's for sure. But it was bound to happen with all these refugees about.
Oh.
Infecting you is probably the last thing on these people's minds. Take this, in any case.
What? You give me this for free? Don't have a clue about this place, do you?
Anyway.
You seem to have recovered well since your attack. Do you ever think about what happened to you?
Not much. It was a fucking nightmare. Savages, absolute bloody savages. Their appearance. Jesus. Made me want to puke.
You mean kind of like
You'd
my
better
appearance?
not come back here. I won't be around next time to save you. I want to know everything about the recent violence, Cadogan. And I want the truth.
Well, rent may be a bit high, and yeah, I've had to evict a few people. But that's business, isn't it?
Oh, God. I wish I had something more stern to say. Only wish I had found you later. But I'd like him to... He's alive. I'd like him to presently stop.
Take this as my final warning. You will not profit from the misery of others. Business is one thing, but what you do is quite another.
Really? What you gonna do? You ain't from here. You ain't Whitechapel, Doctor. You wouldn't know the first thing about playing dirty, even if you wanted to.
Did that make me miss a hint and give me a reason to kill him? No. Damn.
What is your business, exactly?
I offer fair lodgings for a modest price to the poor and weary of Whitechapel.
I see. And what about those who cannot pay?
Well, deals can be done, if you know what I mean. Money's not the only currency. After all, I'm not
gross.
immune to a pretty face.
You obviously place yourself above the misery of Whitechapel, but you are as repellent an individual as I have ever met.
Begging your pardon, I thought you was a man who could appreciate the complexity of the modern world. Things ain't just black and white, you know.
Oh my god.
It's unusual to see someone so happy around here, especially considering the current situation.
Why should I be sad now? There've always been wars, disease, tragedy. There always will be.
That's an unusual way of seeing things in these trying times.
Is
I
it?
don't see why I should shed a tear for another man's woes. I'm healthy, and I intend to stay so.
The meme.
Tell me, what's your honest opinion of the increasing violence in London?
People are just beginning to discover what we've always known. This city's rotten to the core. They just took their bloody time to wake up and notice it.
What do you mean?
People are acting like the violence is news. but it's always been savage down here. It just bubbles to the surface every now and again.
I don't know why I would ask this, but I'm gonna ask.
What help could I possibly be to your business?
That's simple. I already get good money from all those fleeing the war. Can you imagine what they'd be willing to pay if I could offer medical assistance too?
Mr. Bates, do not make me regret saving your life in this quarantine zone.
I understand, Dr. Reid, you're from a good family. Don't want to get your hands dirty.
Oh, I'll get my hands
That's
dirty.
That's fine. I'll be happy to act as your middleman.
I'm no saint, but to take advantage as you do, you are a despicable man who could only prosper in these dark times.
So it's a no then. That's too bad. The Reid tonic could have really helped people, you know, saved lives. Isn't that what you do? I mean, people buy that Swamborous shit.
God, still didn't miss a hint.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane. She's a nurse. What can you tell me about her?
Dorothy Crane, bless her soul. I really should thank her someday.
Tell me truthfully, why are you so thankful?
By keeping my tenants alive, she's making me a rich man. Every month they live, it's more coin in my pocket.
I might have to kill him anyway.
Has she treated you?
No. When I need a checkup, I'd go to a bloody doctor, not some back alley clinic full of sick foreigners.
Alright, I found all of his hints too. I might have to come back and kill him if I run out of blood at any point. Ooh, I don't like him. Ooh, I hate him. Hate him so bad. Cute.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here.
Dorothea Petruska, then.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
I don't know, Jonathan. Maybe you just gotta put your foot in the door. Investigate his actions. How does it do that? Ooh, he's got bronchitis. If I had a workbench, I could help him, but I don't, so... Hi, it's me. Well, I can't get through here, sir. What do you want from me? Really, Nurse Crane, change your apron.
Was at the door with the pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nethercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
Okay. Okay.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They
God.
must know about Darius.
Your
the
face.
church they just mentioned.
Horrifying. Oh, it's supposed to be him right here. Hi. Want to chit-chat? This game is mostly chit-chatting.
Please, take a browse of my wares.
I'm Dr. Reid. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
You sick? No, you're good.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
Well, you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap?
Yeah, besides that.
As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Oh, an investigation. Cool.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
Okay. Don't know who that is. Oh, but he looks shifty, doesn't he?
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Sure, blame the migrants. Ah.
Yes, she's a nurse, and quite a good one. What did she do to gain such notoriety?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
So? Why does that make everyone so mad? Alrighty.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Yep, hope you adjust your suspenders so they're even. And you're Joe Peterson, aren't you?
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
Why would there be journalists here?
I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reid, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
You sick? No, you're alright.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
Yeah, for Clay. I don't know, I feel like there might be more to this guy, so I'm not gonna like just write him off right now. I'm just gonna try to be neutral about this.
You survive at any cost, even at the expense of others. Perhaps that's just the law of nature.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Interesting. I didn't get locked out, did I? No. Good.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
Alright, let's run back over to Barrett real quick.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Since we got another hint for him. See what he has to say about all this nonsense.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose
Fancy
your
a spot
focus,
of tea.
do you? Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I'd known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. And these days, he's just another thug.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against the Wet Boot Boy.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
See, I knew there was more to him. I knew it.
It's never easy to find a new path in life, especially after the loss of a loved one. But crime is certainly not the best option.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
Alrighty. That's...
Goodbye for now, Mr.
Yep.
Lewis.
That's goodbye for now. Did we pick up another hint for Joe? Don't know. Joe left. Did Joe leave? Oh, there's a woman over there. Ah, there's people everywhere here. They're everywhere.